Good morning, everybody. Orin J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we're going to be doing a little Future Friday, a little sneak peek at Summer Glaci. Now, what makes this one different is Summer Glaci could be here next week with a summer rerun. She could be here in 3 weeks with a summer rerun. She could be here in a month and a half. She'll be here at some point, probably, before we align with the JP servers. And if you're a water player, if you're going for that top of the meta water team, she's going to be very, very important. Now, I think you do want to pair her with Ferris. I think that's the dream team combo right here. And I think those two plus any other unit is going to be one of the best teams in War of the Visions for a long time coming. I'm going to show you some action from the JP side there. I'm going to talk to you about why they work so well together. And then I'm going to talk to you about their kits a little bit. Let's start though with a little action. Let's jump into the JP side of the game here. And here you see Ferris, Summer Elsorel, and Summer Glaci versus a top tier dark team. You have Sephiroth, Raph, and Dark Fina over there, which is a very, very scary dark team. Now, with the water duo of Ferris and Summer Glaci, you're going to have a lot of AoE resist. You're going to be particularly good against physical opponents like Sephiroth here, for example, and I'm gonna this battle will help highlight that. But I want you to pay most attention to how these two unique kits work so well together in a way we haven't really seen in War of the Visions before. Now, here comes Raph. She's gonna drop her limit break right here on just the tank, and you wouldn't expect a tank's limit break to do much damage to another tank, so no surprise when Glaci takes about 1300 damage there. But watch this. Sephiroth is gonna step forward, and he did almost no damage to either Glaci or Elsorel. And that's the big deal. Summer Glaci is going to provide an aura around herself that reduces physical damage to her teammates. So she's a tank that provides this like new age layer of AoE resist to her teammates, and then her damage didn't really suck either. And look at how they ran over Sephiroth. But notice how Dark Fina then comes in and combos with Raph, two magic damage dealers, and Summer Elsie, someone who is not very good against mages, gets dropped. Now watch this. Notice that heal right there from Sildra. Ferris provides another aura to her team where when she uses certain skills, she heals her allies that are in range. So by overlapping the stacking AoE layers of those two units, you end up with this really hard to kill, big healing duo, and it's going to be super good. Like, I hope you could just see from that one video how they can team up to be the ultimate water team. And it's been a minute since water has had an ultimate duo. What was it, like Astrius? Yeah, back in the Astrius, what's a water tank's name? Oh my gosh, I'm in the middle of filming a video that I'm not going to quit filming just to go remember Celis's name. Astrius Celis was top of the meta for a long time. Then you put a third unit with that and you kind of did your thing. Ferris and Summer Glaci, it's gonna be like that again for water, I think. Now, we're gonna quickly go look at her kit in this video, and you're gonna wanna focus on stacking single target resist, AoE resist, and defensive stats for Glaci. And note straight away, she can get single target resist from her TMR. In fact, it's 25 single target resist combined with a fire and water resist buff for your allies. I actually think this TMR is really good. If it had some agility on it, I think it was really, really good, but it's still decent. And if you're a newer player and you're going for this water duo, that's a good direction to go. This could be a TMR worth leveling. She gets more single target resist and HP from her master ability. She gets healing power, so she is somebody who's going to want to be catching some heals. She also brings some health self-healing to the table. She gets initial hate and then upgrades a skill. Let's go look at her skills. Speaking of skills, here's some more AoE resist on Chic Summer Shades, as well as more initial aggro and then debuff resistance. So very, very good support ability there. Then you can get some more agility, you get some more HP and defense, you can get more HP and more healing power. She has decent options for her second support ability, but really you're just going to snag the AoE resist and aggro right here. And a nice thing about this girl's kit, look, you got aggro from your support ability. That means you don't necessarily have to be getting it from your buffs. I would have liked to have seen some over here on her master abilities too, but we'll take the 5 from a support ability and move on with our day. Now, when it comes to her buffs, these read really weird, and I think these deserve a little bit of explaining because it's something new being added to the game. And it's not a new statistic per se, but it's just a new way for like auras to work, because auras have always been in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius War of the Visions. Why did I say the whole name right there? I don't know. auras have always been in War of the Visions. It's been in the form mostly of synergy with your units. You know, like you got a unit with high resonance. Wow, words today. Resonance standing next to a unit, they give them the agility buff, the dexterity buff. You know, they buff each other, right? Well, now this is another layer on that. And in fact, the range is a little bit bigger. So let's go over this skill right here, Immortal Maiden. And it upgrades to Maiden Who Never Fails. She gets 200% chance to ignore fatal damage, so she gets courage. Then, when a friendly unit within range is attacked, again, the wording here is weird, but when someone standing next to her is attacked, physical damage reduction for them. It reads like, when I first read this, I didn't understand. It was it when like another person gets attacked, she takes less damage or something? No, it's when another unit gets attacked by physical damage, that unit takes less damage. Also, when a friendly unit within range gets attacked, accuracy up. And then when her HP drops below 50%, she'll heal herself. These do get a little bit more explaining if we scroll down to the bottom here. So the physical damage reduction is in an AoE, and again, I still can't click these and like make them bigger. I don't know why that's bugged on the site, but a 40% physical damage reduction to allies around here. It's not a shield. Keep this in mind. A shield can be broken, right? If you put a shield on yourself, somebody can come out there and break the shield with an attack. This isn't that. This is just an aura that if you're within, what, 3 spaces of the tank, you will take 40% less physical damage, and when you're hit, you'll get 40 more accuracy. And then here's her heal, a 40% HP heal for her when she drops below 50%. So that is nuts. It's super, super good at fighting against physical teams. Okay, now take somebody like Ferris, for example. Here's Ferris, and I'll prove it to you. Look, Ferris. That's who that is. Okay, let's look at Ferris's skill, because Ferris also brings a little bit of an aura, but Ferris's works different. What you're going to want to do with Ferris and Glaci to team them up is get them to roll together. You want these two girls hugging it out during the fight. Oftentimes when you're talking about tanks and War of the Visions, you want the tanks separating from your group, so they're taking hits by themselves. That's not the way Glaci works. Glaci wants to fight physical damage dealers. She wants somebody like a Ferris standing next to her. And if you have Ferris standing next to her, she has moves like Pirate Raid, which casts another skill, and then like Pirate Onslaught, which casts another skill. So if Ferris uses Pirate Onslaught while standing next to her friends, she will follow that up by casting Sildra's Blessing, and it's a smaller AoE, so she does need to be closer to her allies, but it's a heal. So what you saw in that video from JP was Glaci, Sildra standing next to each other, all taking a lot less damage from Sephiroth. Then when Sildra was attacking the enemy, Sildra was healing up Glaci, the tank who had already taken a bunch of damage. The synergy there should be really obvious, and that combined with the fact that Ferris does a lot of damage, that Sildra doesn't take very much damage and deals a respectable amount herself, then what do you put with that? Like, what's the third unit? That's the beauty of this. The third unit is whatever you want it to be. They would pair great with another support, like just a little bit of extra healing to keep them up. That feels almost unkillable. They would pair even better, in my opinion, with somebody like an Astrius, a Perrine. Perrine seems top tier to put with these. Somebody else who's kind of hard to kill, does a lot of damage, will take advantage of both those auras. So it's a new kind of way of building PvP teams when you talk about Summer Glaci, when you talk about Ferris. No longer with those do you want to spread out, let your damage dealers kind of do their own thing. Sure, that would be fine, but hey, you can deathball with a water team now, and I think that's going to be really cool. So that's the preview for Summer Glaci. We don't know when she'll be coming. We could wake up Monday morning and Summer Glaci's coming out alongside Ross Vision Card and Esper, and it's summer event for the next month. Now, if I was guessing, I would guess that this summer event will come when the Final Fantasy V banners end. If that's the case and you want to build this duo, you do still have a couple of weeks. In fact, let's go see how much longer do we have to go build out our Ferris if you wanted to play this combo. Well, Ferris's banners, as soon as we load, I'm gonna just talk through this. We're just gonna make some noise. Now let's go to the banners. Summon. We have how much time left on Ferris's banners here? 18 days. So if I'm right, if my guess is correct, at the time of filming this video, we have 2.5 weeks left on Ferris. If the summer event happens right after that, well, then it gives you a couple weeks, get Ferris pulled, begin working on her, go get Summer Glaci if that's your plan. Hey, if not, Stay strong, guys. This is a cool new kind of team to play. It's definitely something on my main account I'm going to be playing, but on the Baby J account right here, I do have the Visior to go after them, but it doesn't make sense for my account. So I'm going to pass them here. It's definitely not going to be something that changes the game forever like Starlight Elena did, where for months and months and months, if you don't have Starlight Elena, you feel like a B rank account. That's not going to be the case here, but Water does get a top of the meta team. And now Water just needs some espers. That'd be nice, wouldn't it, Water players? Some Water espers? You are ones? All right, now it's time for the return of the account reviews. If you're new to the channel, this is a perk for YouTube channel members, so big shout out to Zach, who's a member of the YouTube channel at that Saint of Eileen level. And one of the perks of that level is you can ask me to review your account, ask any questions, and I'll give you some tips about what you want. Now, Zach here has a very good account he wants to show off today, but he had some questions about his Dark and his Ice team, particularly when it comes to clearing some PvE content that requires Dark or Ice only. So we're going to look at his account real quick, but we're going to really focus on those two teams and talk about what he can do there. Now, real quick, let's go through his units. Here you see his Fire. Yeah, not a ton going on here. King Mont's really strong, so good job there. Ice, one of the elements he mentioned struggling with, a lot of good Ice Missile and Ice DPS units right here. So you have a good foundation for Ice. Leveling up Velis, I can already tell you right now, that's going to help. Level up Velis. Like, we'll get to Ice more later. Level up Velis. I know it's a slow grind. If you off-banner this man, it's going to take a while. He is such a top-tier unit. Keep working on that guy. That'll help out a bunch. For Wind, you can see we got some 120s, Tifa, and More the Merrier behind my camera. Here, let's just go ahead and full screen it right here. So here you see More the Merrier and Tifa. Then for Earth, we got Moraga. I mean, Moraga can carry so many missions so well. This Earth team, I bet you, doesn't give you too many problems, especially if you could mix in some of these lower rarity units. Livial, you got your Etra at 120. I respect that. Your Mont's on his way up. Okay. For Lightning, okay, here's an element with a 140 in it. There's Cloud at 140. So definitely a Final Fantasy VII fan. This Lightning squad is going to destroy things. I would invest in Resnick a little bit if I'm being real. Resnick is a great lightning support. You got Resnick, Charlotte. You can mix in any other lightning unit you want for that little bit. Now, Water, you got that Raychez and Titus at 120 with Miranda. Water doesn't look to be a focus for the account, but you do have Celis that you're slow building right here. So Water, all right, Water's doing okay. Let's keep it rolling. We got Light, definitely looks like one of the focuses of the account right here. Jaden, Engelbert, Yuna, Lucio at 120. Your Light's doing good. You're not gonna have any problem clearing light only quests with just these 4 units. Mix in whoever else you want there. A little bit more on the light side. You got your boy Thancred at 75. You know, Bartz is coming up there. Gosh, you throw Bartz in with the rest of these guys, you got a team right there. Dark, here we go. Dark looks powerful. I'm very surprised that you're having a little bit of a hard time with Dark in terms of clearing Dark only missions. So we're going to focus on that for sure. The 140 Sephiroth, I mean, this man is a monster. You have a tank to pair with him. You have 2 good DPS units, right? Well, a good DPS unit and Jiza to pair with him right there. Banera at 115. I think we're lacking maybe some support here. Lemure would be a very good investment for this account. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, Espers. Now you have a lot of level 99 Espers, and that's going to be a big help for you. What I noticed when I was going through your Esper pages, there's not really dark Espers here. Now, if you're somebody who does not like to pull Espers right when they come out because it's expensive in the Visior area, and you're sitting at about 13K Visior at the time of taking this picture, and I'll scroll through the gear quickly while I'm talking too. You'll see there's +5s and +6s worked in there. Particularly, like, you are good at farming gear. Like, you have a nice selection here of +5 and +6 raid gear. So good job hitting that. Gear is not going to be the thing that holds you back, in my opinion. And then here's some accessories, so on and so forth. Vision cards, I'll scroll through those as we go as well. But what I was saying was Espers. Now, I've pulled your Ice team and your Dark team up here. Let's start with Ice. I think the biggest thing to do for Ice is Velis level up and then mix in a tank. You don't necessarily have to have a tank, and I'll put my face back on the screen here since I won't be covering up some of your units. I don't think this necessarily requires a tank to clear ice-only missions. However, ice does have very good tanking options, and my favorite one of the bunch is probably Agrius. If/when Final Fantasy Tactics rolls back around, if you're a fan of that, throwing an Agrius onto here, or when Snow's collaboration comes back, one of those two would really round out this team well, maybe to replace Laswell, maybe to replace Arnea, or honestly, if your Velis is still only level 79, you throw a good tank here that can like really take advantage of that tanking gear, that +5 like raid gear that you have, and they would have a hard time dying to most PvE stuff in the game while your missile units, while your DPS units cleaned it up. So that's really what I'd focus on there. And then I do have some other polling suggestions for you in the future if you get some select tickets, but we'll get there in a minute. Let's look at the Dark team next. Now, the Dark team, definitely the thing that's missing here. Like here, let me tell you, like, I like the Whisper, although why is Whisper wearing golden armor? Like, you have such better gear than this. I think what you should do here is go back through this and re-examine like what gear you have equipped. So Shadowlink's rocking the raid evasion gear, that's fine. For Stern, like Sortilege, if you're doing PvE like chaining events where you're going for high scores, Sortilege makes sense because the +6 Sortilege will give you that attack stacking buff for him. But in just regular PvE, I think Stern's going to be a lot better off wearing a piece of gear that just gives him more survivability. He does enough damage already to clear PvE stuff in this game. Give him some survivability. Shadowlinks and Venera, I don't know if they're dodging anything for you. Your vision card setup is good. Venera with Fenrir's not an evasion Esper. I would go like search through your Espers, try to find another one that has some evasion on it for Venera, but you have evasion gear equipped on them. You have a luck vision card, you have an evasion vision card. So like there is evasion stats here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they dodged a lot of stuff in PvE. I don't think it's PvP level evasion, but you're probably dodging enough for PvE. Sephiroth and Ruinstern though should really carry hard for you. So I would look, if it was me, what I would do is I would probably drop Lynx or Venera for Lemure once I got her leveled up, especially if you're going for dark only. And if we go look, let's go pull up your dark units again. They're right here. Your Lemure's at 89. At level 99, she'd probably be just fine. And in fact, once you get her to level 99, you can go ahead then and start spending some Mog medals if you have them to push her a little bit further if you want to. So that, I think that will be a great option, honestly. And then, like, if you can do Dark Selection and get your Lemega built up, if you want to go for, like, another damage unit, Lemega's pretty decent, and Shadowlinks can solo. Like, you have the evasion capability. Shadowlinks can evade like all of Dark Selection until you're to the very end of it trying to get Lemega to like 140. So he's somebody you could very easily level up. Jiza could go into this group as well and just offer you like a source of damage that does not require on evading to survive, right? So I think Whisper plus Lemure would be a big help there. Okay, now, as far as like targets to pull for later, I pulled up a list here. These are Dark Esper vision card combos, and then Anima. I think if you're trying to play Dark, Anima is just like the best. Like, Anima is so insanely good. The vision card's really good, the Esper's really good. Like, look at this VC for Dark. Slash resist pin, Dark attack, single target resist. Make sure you're always stacking your single target and AoE resist. That's just like something you do in this game. Get your 20 single target, get your 20 AoE, and just have your whole team take 20% less damage. That's really good. So Anima would definitely be a select ticket target for me. Other than that, you have Dark Golem, which this will be for your ice teams, right? This is going to give you HP up for the unit wearing it. It's going to be a AoE resist, defense, acquired AP, make them a little bit tankier. That's probably towards the, this isn't the one I would pick first for you though. I would look more towards maybe like Dark Bahamut, Dark Odin after Anima. Dark Bahamut's going to give you AoE resist, slash attack, acquired AP, super good. And then Dark Odin, this would be the first ice one I would look for. Attack 50%, HP up, single target resist. Like, these are premium vision card Espers. They don't just come with these VCs. They come with the Esper too. Really powerful. So these are very hard to pull, and I understand that might be why like you've skipped them. And in fact, I think skipping these is a very reasonable thing to do for low spenders, for free to play players. But eventually, someday, they will work their way onto some select tickets. Even if it's like 2,000 paid and it's a week where you can afford like 20-30 bucks, something like that, something to boost your account. These right here would be what I would look for. And Anima might be easier to get because it's not a dark Esper, in case they don't include dark Espers on there. But Dark Odin for your ice, Anima for your dark, Dark Bahamut, and Dark Golem really good, depending on if you need more single target or AoE resist. So that's what I would do. That's kind of what I'd be looking for if I was you. But overall, Zach, I just want to say thank you for supporting the channel. Here, let me put well, there, we got a beautiful picture of Swimsuit Helena on the screen. So enjoy your Swimsuit Helena. I hope those tips were helpful. If anybody else has any tips for that account that they want to drop in the comment section, that would be awesome. And thank you guys for watching. And hey, YouTube channel members, literally everything I'm doing in my life is possible because you guys watch my videos, and then you guys, the members, take that extra step of being, directly contributing to the channel. It means so much. And I released my first members only video couple days ago, and it was just me building my like new streaming area in the remodel house, and like all that stuff that I'm buying, the desk, bought a couch for in there today. It's not super expensive couch, but it's a couch, and it's all the money that comes like from y'all like super chatting, being YouTube members. Couldn't do it without you guys. I'll keep those members only videos coming, and I'll try to promote it a little bit more, and that'll help me remember to do more of them. So anyway, what I'm saying is thank you. All right, have a great day, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Peace.